What inspired your journey into cyber leadership, and how did you first get involved with CLI?
Well, my journey started back in Iran when I had to bypass all the sanctions and controls to access resource um, around the internet. So every time that I had to connect to the internet, I had to rebuild my computer because of not having antivirus or updated antivirus, or my operation like Windows and operation system that I was using, it wasn't updated or subscribed, unfortunately. So since then, I always wanted to do something in cybersecurity, because if I could bypass these elements, anybody could do it. I started my journey as a secure coder, application secure coder, and always wanted to learn more, do more for the community. So I should say the journey started from curiosity as well as personal challenges that I had. Moving to Australia opened the doors for me. I always wanted to do more for the community as well as for the industry. Therefore, I started doing courses in Australia related to cybersecurity. So the journey that I started was very up and down, roller coaster, I should say. And well, when I came here, I noticed that cybersecurity is not just technology, it's about people. It's about how we connect and collaborate and communicate with each other. And then I met Philemon, if I have the privilege to work with him and collaborate with him. And Cyber Leadership Institute connected me to different leaders, different style of management, and opened my eyes to how a good leader should do the job by leading and being role model by themselves. So it was just inspiration, and that's where I am at the moment. I try to lead as an example myself, to listen, have the sympathy and empathy with the people who suffer from cyber incidents, data breaches, to be able to reflect their voices in day to day and put more control. And how I ended up to critical infrastructure in OT, I should say that I always wanted to know why we rely on air-gapped isolation as such, because OT was that, but not recently, like knowing the connection between areas that we couldn't read the connectivity option for OT to connect. And as soon as you connect to the internet, all the vulnerabilities and malicious behavior may occur. So I thought that, okay, that's the area that I really want to get my hands on and do more for the society.
What was a pivotal moment or challenge that shaped the kind of leader you are today?
Well, on top of my head, one pivotal moment for me was realizing that being technically strong was not enough. I had to, because I wanted to drive a change, I had the knowledge, but I could see that without influence, alignment, and trust, even the best security strategies won't be successful. That moment forced me to grow, I should say, and I had to become more intentional about how I showed up, how I communicated, and how I listened. I think it was that moment that pushed me to stop leading from urgency and start leading from clarity and purpose. I think that was the shift that fundamentally happened in me and shaped how I approach leadership today.
In your current role, how do you drive cyber resilience and influence culture within your organization?
In leadership, what matters is the influence and being able to earn the trust. I think these two are very essential to be able to have senior executive support. And by building the trust and influence, at first you need to be a good listener to understand the obstacles of the business and also understand how you can make a value, like bring a value to the organizations and in bigger to the community. That was the area that I thought I need to be a good listener to understand. I do not need to run and rush to the solution. So I think what helped me, my leadership, was basically listening and building the trust and influence on key stakeholders. To be able to do that, I had to be connected with them. That's one of the thing, and just not connect on day to day as work, like connect on the different level of knowing them, knowing how they think and what's their mindset behind each decision that they make. So I try to understand that and analyze their approach to be able to have the same language with them, to be able to build that trust and influence.
How has the Cyber Leadership Institute experience influenced your growth, professionally and personally?
CLI actually helped me to reframe how I see myself as a leader. Professionally, it sharpened my ability to influence, to know who the senior stakeholders are and communicate risk with more confidence, as well as, I should say, lead beyond my time, help me trust my voice, not to shrink myself to fit into someone else's vision or version of a cyber leader. And I started leading in a way that it's authentic and strategic, and at the end of the day, it's human. So I think that confidence has carried into every part of my work and decision making.